Good afternoon. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors and the singing of our Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem, performed by Westwood Chorus under the direction of Mr. Donald Mealy.
Thank you. You may be seated. My name is Yaloris Torres, and I am the senior class president of Fort Pierce Westwood High School. I have the distinct honor of welcoming our friends, family, and esteemed guests to Fort Pierce Westwood High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2019. Please join me in welcoming our platform guests representing St. Lucie County School Board, our board chairman, Ms. Debbie Hawley, Vice Chairman, Dr. Catherine Hensley, and board members, Ms. Carol Hilson, Dr. Donna Mills, Mr. Troy Ingersoll. Also joining us on stage is Superintendent of Schools, Mr. E. Wayne Gent, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Jonathan Prince, Executive Director, Mr. Dan Frank, and Assistant to the Superintendent, Dr. Kevin Perry. It is a pleasure to share the stage with the principal of Fort Pierce Westwood High School, Mr. Joseph Lazo, our wonderful assistant principals, Ms. Maite Armes, Mr. Matthew Roy, Miss Leslie Taylor, Mr. Fred Wolgen, and Mr. Jason Martin, as well as the faculty and staff of Fort Pierce Westwood High School that are here celebrating with us today. Please stand and be recognized. And last but not least, our wonderful senior class sponsors, Miss Mimi Hoffman and Miss Devonna Wilson. We thank you. Please join me in welcoming our senior class assistant principal, Miss Marte Artemis, to the podium.
Thank you, Yaya, for all your leadership as senior class president of the class of 2019. On behalf of Fort Pierce Westwood High School staff and students, I would like to present you with this plaque. Good afternoon. It has been my pleasure to serve as your assistant principal for the past 4 years. This graduating class is special for me as well as our staff. I remember clearly when most of you arrived at Westwood as freshmen, what seems like only a short time ago. When you arrived in your first year, some of us did so as well. We experienced our first year and our journey began together. We sure did have a lot to learn from each other. You have helped make Fort Pierce Westwood a greater school. I know I speak on behalf of my team when I say that it truly has been a blessing to have been a part of your lives and see you develop into the young men and women that you are today, awaiting your high school diplomas, college and career ready, with a new journey ahead of you. It brings us great joy and pride to know that we have been a part of that experience. We congratulate you and look forward to the great things we know you will accomplish. And now, please join me in welcoming your senior class vice president, Hakeem Jean-Baptiste, to the podium.
Good afternoon. It is hard to believe that 4 years ago we came to Westwood not knowing what to expect, not knowing many of our classmates, and definitely not knowing how it would feel to sit in this ceremony and be a part of the last class to graduate from Fort Pierce Westwood High School. We spent our first week just testing the waters. By week 2, we said we'll give this place a chance. And by the end of year 1, we decided there's no going back. We're here for the long haul, and it just might be fun. In year 2, we discovered we had friends that we couldn't think of leaving. We had teachers we liked and teachers we didn't. We knew the hallways and campus like the back of our hand. That was the year we realized Westwood was for us. By year 3, we started thinking of life after high school. We were ready to go from being small fish in a big pond to small fish in a giant ocean. Year 3 is when we decided what kind of person we wanted to be. Then came year 4, which had to be the most confusing. The teachers we liked became the teachers we loved. The teachers we didn't like become the one we learned to respect, because as Mr. Lazo said during senior pinning, they were doing the most because they cared the most. We were only baby cubs during year 1, but now we're full-grown Panthers, ready to pounce at our future challenges. Year 4 is finally coming to an end today, and now I don't really want to go. Looking at my fellow graduates, I don't just see graduates. I see my best friends, who've become more like family. I see the people I sat in the back of the classroom with, talking as the teachers told us to be quiet. I see that one guy that never does his homework, the people who think it's okay to be loud at 6 a.m. in the morning. I see the memories of the last 4 years just racing around me, telling me to stay. But no, this is it. We're not going to be sad because it's ending. We are so happy that we experienced these years and now have these memories. My last message to my fellow graduates is, whatever you do after this ceremony, I implore you to put your absolute most into it. Hard work, dedication, and determination is what will make your dreams a reality. When you believe and fight for your dreams fight for you. We are about to become Fort Pierce Westwood High School alumni. Once a Panther, always a Panther!
Hakeem, thank you for your inspiring words and dedication as senior class vice president for the class of 2019. On behalf of Fort Pierce Westwood High School staff and students, I would like to present you with this plaque. Now it is my pleasure to introduce and welcome our proud principal, Mr. Joseph Lazo, to the podium.
You guys need to stop. I love it though, I love it, love it. Well, welcome parents, families, and friends, and all those who are watching this live stream on the St. Lucie County webpage. I am standing here as the proud principal of Fort Pierce Westwood Academy, the West Pratt Magnet. Just in case you were wondering, what does the West stand for? Westwood Engineering, Science, and Technology. Although our school name changed, the traditions and cultures that represent us does not change. Class of 2019, you will forever be remembered as the last graduating class of Fort Pierce Westwood High School. As many of our alumni who are sitting in this crowd today and the previous graduates before you, they will say to you, carry the name with honor and with respect. The choice is yours in how you're going to carry on the legacy of excellence and pride. During a press conference, Nick Saban, Alabama's head football coach, talked about the illusion of choice. He said, if you want to be good, you really don't have that many choices. It takes what it takes. And class of 2019, you did whatever it takes to get to this point today. For some of you, it was an easy road. For others, a little bit more challenging. But you still overcome the obstacles that were in front of you. Take it from me. Today's graduation ceremony symbolizes the start of your new journey. The storylines on your Snapchat and on your Instagram are a mere deception of what is making the right choice. Or, as you say, living your best life. The choices that you make from this day forward is where the real story begins. Life doesn't get any easier or any more forgiving. Everything is shaped by the choices that you make. Your attitude shapes your behaviors. Your behaviors shapes your actions. Your actions shapes your outcomes. To live great, be great, or think great requires more than your high school diploma. To be successful at the next level, servicing in this great country, your education, or taking your newfound industry certification right into the workforce, whatever path that you take, it requires those three basic principles that I shared with you at senior pinning. Where is your effort? How are you paying attention? And how much you really care. You were born with the most influential factor to change anything in your life. But some of you have not yet tapped into the fullest of your potentials because either you played it safe or you allow fear to dominate your thinking. Dennis Whitley stated there are two primary choices in life: to accept the conditions as they exist or accept the responsibility to change them. The power of choice and the meaning that you will give it will predominantly influence the focus and what you do next. Be a difference maker for our society and our way of life. We are crying out for individuals out there who will use their power of choice. The choice is yours in how you leave your mark behind or how you want your brand represented. It will first cause a chain reaction with the person you're staring at in the mirror. Then it will begin to trickle its way into the community, and then it will affect this world. Class of 2019, I too remember the first days that we entered Westwood together. The exact date, August 17th, 2015. On this day, we began forging our journeys together, making Fort Pierce Westwood High School the premier educational center in St. Lucie County. The last 4 years were special to me. and are still special to me. I have seen incredible gains because of you. But like all journeys, there is a time where we must go our separate ways. You are the author of your own journeys now. Make the right choice. I did not say end because I know and I am expecting great things from you. I will continue to be your greatest advocate and stand in your corner and be your loudest cheerleader. So, class of 2019, would you just give me this one last honor of saying our class motto? Once a Panther, always a Panther. Class of 2019, I want you to live your best life. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our superintendent, Mr. E. Wayne Jate, to the podium.
Thank you, Mr. Lazo. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great occasion. For St. Lucie County, graduation is always a great time. When we look at our 6 traditional high schools, our graduation rate is in the top 10, and we have a combined average of 96.5%. No high school has made more gains than Westwood High School over the last 4 years, so congratulations to the Panthers. This week, over 3,000 young men and young women will walk across the stage. They will have earned over $25 million in academic scholarships. They will attend some of the most prestigious colleges and universities in our nation, as well as in the state of Florida. Many of our students will go directly to the world of work, armed with industry certifications and credentials that will enable them to earn competitive high salaries upon entering the job field. And several of our students have dedicated themselves to become teachers, and they have received a certificate called A Promise is a Promise, which means after 4 years of college, when they come back to St. Lucie County, they are guaranteed a job as a teacher in the St. Lucie County public school system. With those teachers comes good salaries, and we want to thank our voters. 66% of you said yes to pay our teachers what they deserve, as well as keep school resource officers on every campus and increase our mental health services. So on behalf of the school board, thank you to our community. I want to especially recognize those young men and young women who will be serving and protecting our country by entering the armed forces. Please join me as we recognize these brave young men and young women at this time. And just as they're going to be serving our nation and protecting us, this is all about service. So I just leave you with a quote, Panthers. It's from Tom Brokaw. Many of you may not know who he is, but a lot of folks do. He's an anchor. And he once said, "It's easy to make a buck. It's a lot tougher to make a difference." Go out and make a difference. Congratulations, Panthers.
Thank you, Mr. Gent. Good afternoon. Ananda Glover, would you please join me at the podium? It is my pleasure to introduce to you Fort Pierce Westwood High School Salutatorian, Ananda Glover. Ananda is graduating with a weighted GPA of 5.40. She has completed her associate's degree in public relations and journalism at Indian River State College. She will be attending Southern Adventist University in Tennessee to earn her Bachelor of Arts, majoring in liberal arts education. Ananda is a proud member of the National Honor Society and volunteers at a counselor at her church program. Will the family of Ananda please stand to be recognized? Now please join me in congratulating Fort Pierce Westwood Salutatorian, Ananda Glover.
Good afternoon. It's hard to believe that we're finally here. It seems like 4 years have just flown by. As ninth graders, we had no idea how our lives would be impacted by our time spent here. Through our high school journey, it is easy to see that we have grown in every aspect of our lives. 4 years ago, we entered as immature freshmen. Now we depart as educated young men and women. We did not make it to this point on our own. It is the people who made up our support systems that kept us going. They encouraged us to carry on when things felt unbearable. They reminded us that the stress would be worth it in the end. Without the support of our friends, families, faculty, staff, and God, we would not have been able to make it this far. So thank you. The door to success is open, but we must be proactive in taking the first step. The road ahead of us will not always be smooth, and aspects of our lives will not always go according to plan. But it is through these difficult times that we must remind ourselves that we have the power to define our circumstances instead of letting our circumstances define us. Our class quote by Eleanor Roosevelt states that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We can see that this popular adage still holds true to this day. Our dreams are attainable, but it is our responsibility to work for them. It won't come easy, but we can take hope knowing that our labor will not be in vain. We must commit to our dreams, believing that they are achievable, believing that we are capable of success, and believing that what we've worked for will eventually become ours. It's important to realize that today's accomplishment is a step toward a future that is overflowing with possibilities. Our opportunities to learn, to explore, to build, and create go far beyond anything that was available to past generations. Let us face life with dignity and use our talents to enhance society instead of hindering it. We have the power to make a positive change in our world. Let us not take that for granted. In closing, I challenge the class of 2019 and the presence of God, your families, the administrators, teachers and staff, and all those who have sacrificed to get you to this point in your life, to strive to improve every day, to value each and every privilege and opportunity that life brings you, and to always learn from the challenges that come with the pursuit of success. I encourage you to embrace your potential and strive to become great. Congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Ananda. On behalf of Fort Pierce Westwood staff and students, I would like to present you with this plaque of recognition for your outstanding accomplishments. And to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2019, Ms. Maite Armas, will you please join me at the podium?
Thank you, Mr. Roy. Good afternoon. Madison Strobridge, would you please join me at the podium? It is my pleasure to introduce to you Fort Pierce Westwood High School's valedictorian, Madison Strobridge. Madison is graduating with a weighted GPA of 5.44. She is certified veterinary assistant through our Intercy certification program at Fort Pierce Westwood. She has completed her associate's degree in secondary education at Indian River State College and will be continuing in the fall to earn a bachelor's degree in biology. She's also a recipient of the Promise is a Promise. She has served as the president of student government, treasurer of student council, and is a proud member of National Honor Society and the Key Club. Will the family of Madison please stand to be recognized? Now please join me in congratulating Fort Pierce Westwood's valedictorian, Madison Strobridge.
Good afternoon, Principal Lazo, Superintendent Gent, school board members, distinguished guests, and most importantly, the graduates. Before I begin, I would like to thank a few important individuals. The people I have to thank the most are my mom and my dad. If they weren't there for me when I needed them, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would also like to thank my strongest support system, my friends. All of the best parts of my high school experiences involved them, and without them, I would also not be the person I am right now. Additionally, thank you to all the faculty and staff for always being there when I needed someone to talk to and to give the right advice. Seniors, if there was ever a time where someone on or off campus has supported you throughout your years here, please take a moment to recognize them now with a round of applause. As the last graduating class of Fort Pierce Westwood High School, I'm pretty sure you are all aware of why we're here today. We're graduating. As freshmen, this day seems so far away, but now that we're here, the last 4 years have gone by so fast. Since this year started, we've been dreaming of this day, and when our graduation date was finalized, all we've been saying is May 21st, where you at, and posting countdowns on Snapchat and Instagram. The day that we've been dreaming of is finally here, but that does not mean this is where our dreams stop. Class of 2019, I challenge you to become the architects of your lives. Frank Lloyd Wright, one of the greatest architects of all time, was famous for not only designing, but living in his creation. As he once said, the thing always happens that you really believe in, and the belief in a thing makes it happen. A lesson to learn from these noble words is that you should never stop believing in your ability to create and to follow through on your dreams. Like Mr. Wright, we are also living in our own dreams. In truth, our greatest responsibility is the obligation we hold to ourselves to achieving success. As with any challenge, one step in developing and living in your reality is holding yourself accountable to a process. There are many things that happen from start to finish when it comes to being successful as an architect. First, they have to have an idea of what they're building. From there, they create a basic design that they present to a client, and they may go back and forth making changes until it's finalized. After this, fine details are made, such as interior finishes and products. The final phase of architecture is the building and completion of a structure. At this point, an architect is successful. Without planning and collaborating, an architect may never finish his or her full potential. Like an architect, I encourage you to hold yourself accountable by planning, presenting ideas, and collaborating with peers. It is crucial to understand that if you don't hold yourself accountable to going through a process to its fullest, you may not have a desirable product. It is important to recognize that we are all on different paths and have different dreams. We are the Frank Lloyd Wrights of our lives. We all have dreams to create something for ourselves. As an architect, we're all going to be creating something different, and just because your creation doesn't look like someone else's doesn't make it any less successful. Comparing yourself to other people will never let you see the value of who you are. Your dream is not any less important than the dreams of the person sitting next to you. Life is going to take us in all different directions, and as long as we end up where we want to be, that's all that matters. Having passion is a huge part in ensuring your success and your happiness. You have to be confident in yourself and your abilities. Each one of us has different strengths, and knowing what they are and how to use them to your advantage will take you far on your journey. When it comes to choosing your path, select the one that best fits you and your dreams. As we graduate high school, we are finishing this project and taking what we learned to help us in our next project. As architects of our future, each task that we complete makes us grow, and we are capable of taking on bigger and better projects. We're starting as high school graduates, but there are endless possibilities for where this will take us. Each opportunity that we take, each task that we complete, each failure that we learn from will contribute to our growth as creators. When we receive our diplomas today, whether we're going off to college, going into the workforce and military, or wherever the real world takes us, our dreams can't stop here. We can't let completing this milestone in our life outshine all the other great things each and every one of us are going to do. Once a Panther, always a Panther.
Congratulations again to our 2019 valedictorian, Madison Strobridge. I would like to present with you with this plaque on behalf of the Fort Pierce Westwood High School. Thank you for your inspiring words.
Fort Pierce Westwood class of 2019, would you please be seated? Platform guests, would you please join me for the awarding of the diplomas?
Madison Strobridge with high honors. Ananda Glover, high honors. Yaloris Torres with high honors. Hakeem Jean-Baptiste. Carolina Sebajos with high honors. Natasha Matevi with high honors. Beatrice Marino, high honors. Sebastian Lotion, high honors. Morgan Perez with high honors. Roman Romero Morales with high honors. Carolyn Fulmer with high honors. Herman Castro with high honors.
Yasmin Adams. Carlos Aguilar, honors. Lakeisha Alexander with high honors. Kenta Allen. Keyshawn Allen. Alma Alvarez. Dale Anderson. Jason Andrade. Raul Andrades Hernandez. Antonio Andrews. Logan and Keel with high honors. Davy Aquino Aviles with high honors.
Yeah, I'm here.
Raquel Atwater. Gariana Avant. DeClavian Albritton. Mauricio Anungua. Ramon Bamaca. Ophelia Barbosa Cortez. Alexandra Barron. Hassan Battistini with honors. Tyjur Baynard. Nala Beatrice with high honors. Marlene Bossejour, high honors. Frandy Belzin. David Bernard. Travis Blitch. Rico Bode with high honors. Kane Bostick. Jonathan Bostick. Everett Brannon with honors. Daryl Brown III with honors. Zykia Brown. Jalexis Buckins. Brielle Bowie with honors. Condria Birch. Jada Bino. Derlan Calixte. Derlene Calixte. Monica Calvillo. Kendra Campbell. Jose Cantarero Chavez. Josue Carmona. Joseph Casimir with high honors. Damian Castro Jr. Crystal Sendejas. Jennifer Sendejas with honors. Lovina Ceciline with honors. Amadeus Chavez Garcia. Jefferson Cristomine. Juliette Cloville. Jenna Clayton with honors. Maurice Coates with honors. Shanta Coffey. Artavius Cahoon. Nathaniel Cole. Anthony Colon with honors. Christian Conde with high honors. Sierra Conway with honors. Daytona Corbett with high honors. Hilda Cristales with high honors. Amanda Cruz. Janisa Cruz with honors. Jonathan Cummings. Junior Cyril with honors, high honors.
Kagan Daly with high honors. Dariana Darville, honors. Richardson Dat, honors. Venice Davilmar, honors. Jada Davidson. De'Ara Davis. Adrian Davis. Judith Del Villar with honors. Julene Delsis with honors. Lucinda Demery.
Jazz Daralis. Dalla Mesa Daras with honors. Betty DeReese with honors. Vanessa Damaris with high honors. Sophia Disla Malio with honors. Janicia Dixon. Nathan Dotson with honors. Patrick Dusenord. Jeremiah Dunn. Leanne Dupree with high honors. McEnroe DeRosso. Tyron Edenfield. Sydney Edgett with honors. Lovina Edmond. Ederson Edward. Tyler Edwards with honors. Julian Egan with high honors. Brittany Ellisant with high honors. Daniel Enciso with honors. Judensky Herbalis with honors. Pedro Escobedo. Janet Escabel. Rodney Evans. Pierline Exile. Casey Fackler with honors. Eileen Fernandez. Farnasha Fluorine. Deja Flowers. Edward Fort with high honors. Sean Forte. Angel Fortini with high honors. Brianna Freeman with honors. Leslie Gamez with high honors. Emily Garcia with high honors. Felix Garcia. Adrian Gill with high honors. Latricia Glenn with honors. Cavazier Glenn with high honors. Christopher Fairbanks. Sir Coy Gray with honors. Antonio Green. Alexia Green. Jamar Gregg. Jessica Griffin. Karina Guadarrama with high honors. Gary Guerriere. Rose Guerriere with high honors. Aaron Guthrie with high honors. Devontae Hale with honors. William Hand. Shawntavius Hannons with honors. Cameron Hargrove. Demorius Hart. Joshua Huggabook with honors. Marina Heinrichs. Morgan Heisey with high honors. Cecilia Hernandez with honors. Isai Hernandez. Miles Higgins with high honors. Mahogany Hill with honors. Maisha Hill. Marcus Holbert with high honors. Berniah Holland. Johnny Howard. Micaiah House with honors.
Jamal Ingram. Corinne Isbell, honors. Ayla Jean with honors. Fabideline Jean. Frankie Jean. Marie Jean. Mary Jean. Jacob Jennings with high honors. Jocelyn Joserin. Emily Jofers with high honors. Brittany Johnson. Samantha Johnson with high honors. Maurice Jones. Rainisha Jones with high honors. Kermil Joseph, high honors. Louis Joseph. Gerardo Juarez. Anaya Just. Paige Kelly with high honors. Kanaya Knowles. Christopher Kraus with honors. Robert Kraus with honors. Sylvia Lanai Seluar. Fabi Lapointe. Jeremy Lawrence. Brianna Lawson. Gerald Lewis. Tamaya Lewis, honors. Willie Lewis II. LaShonda Lyfred. Guy Wesley Lockhart. Danielle Longstreth. Jason Lopez de Cisco. Adalicia Lopez Robero, high honors. Ikaya Mabry, honors. Demetia Mack with honors. Jordan Macy with honors. Amir Malone with honors. Rubia Mancia with honors. Eduardo Martinez Resendez with honors. Shumi Masil. Jose Matias with honors. Donald McCall. Tashai McCleary. Clifford McMillan. Janaya McNeely. Brianna McPhee. Elon McPhee. Amanda McPherson with high honors. Alexis Meacham, high honors. Jacqueline Medina. Leah Merla. Alasia Miller with honors. Hannah Faith Mitchelltree with honors. Miquan Moore. Taquarius Moore. Joshua Mazul. Abigail Merville with high honors.
Ariel Neptune with high honors. John Newberry with honors. Richard Newell. Marcavius Newsom. Keon Nicholson. Karina Ocampo. Brenda Ocean with honors. Beatrice Ortega with honors. Deja Owens. Sierra Parker with honors. Maria Para with honors. Janae Patterson. Brian Payan with honors. Aiden Perez. Israel Peterson Jr. Carla Ponce with honors. Samantha Poole with honors. Dania Portillo. Sabine Presselmay. Jemiah Price with honors. Tremaine Price. Chandravius Prince with high honors. Roderick Proctor. Jose Quiroga with high honors. Atala Ramin, honors. Arturo Ramirez Mejia. Makola Reed. Kylie Richard with high honors. Destiny Richardson. Marcasia Richardson. Braden Rigsby with honors. Fabian Roberts. John Riffin. Barry Robinson. Raymond Robinson. Tamaya Robinson. Tamia Robinson with honors. Sonia Rondil. Unique Rosario with honors. Yeka Rosario. Frederick Ross. Angelise Ruiz with honors. Kennedy Ruley with honors. Alejandra Russellberg with honors.
Eddie St. Serin. Jessica Sanchez with honors. Cody Sanderson. Noel Sandoval. Leonel Santabez Urbina with honors. Cheyenne Scarlett with high honors. Gerald Scott. Jerome Scott. Apolinar Segura. Benjamin Serrano. Catherine Serrano Arete. Tarika Sexton with high honors. Mackenzie Shaw Hampton. Harrison Shields with high honors. Chance Schoaf with honors. Augusto Silvestre Ortiz. Yemilian Similian with high honors. Deja Smith with high honors. Jernay Smith. Amber Smith. LaPortia Smith. Tobias Smith. Cynthia St. Fleur with high honors. Farrah St. Louis with high honors. Gage Steffen with honors. Francesca Stellis with honors. Tiana Stokes. Tanaya Stovall with high honors. Kamaya Stuckey. Jocelyn Tamarez Fuentes with honors. William Taylor. Joseph Tenor. Antonia Thomas. Alexander Thompson. Cynthia Thompson. Kazoria Thompson with honors. Amos Troublefield. Jalen Troutman with honors. Sky Van Horn with high honors. Carlos Bader. Lesbia Velida Duban with honors. Jonathan Berto with honors. Yasmin Vogt with honors. Rignisha Walker. Thomas Thompson. Bryant Palacios. Brant Jenkins. Robert Walker with honors. Shamaya Walker. Jacob Wallenbeck with high honors. Tamira Washington. Jayla Weathers with honors. Carlos Webb. Lorena Escamont. Cody Wheatley. Tracy Williams. Colton Yates. Nathaniel Sajak with high honors. Angel Zami. Yanni Serta. Nia Brown. Deja Green.
Mr. Gent, would you please join me once again at the podium? Will all graduates please rise? Mr. Gent, I present the class of 2019 graduates of St. Lucie Public Schools. They await your confirmation.
Graduates, you may now turn your tassels. Congratulations.
Graduates and alumni sitting in the crowd, would you please join me in singing our alma mater?
We ask that you please remain in your place until the stage party, faculty, and graduates have completed their recessional.
One of my proudest moments as a Panther would definitely be the achievements that I have accomplished here, which would be achieving all of my certifications for my technology classes, doing 4 years of ROTC, and just becoming the leader that I am today.
I just think that it just gives me a lot of opportunity to be a part of something, because honestly, I'm not originally from here, so becoming a Panther was actually one of the best things that's ever happened to me. It gave me like a personality. It gave me the opportunity to become who I actually wanted to become.
My proudest moment as a Panther, well, I got accepted into MOA, the Marine Oceanographic Academy, that's a part of Westwood High School, and I think that was a part of one of the greatest achievements I think I've done, or my proudest moment. I didn't think I'd get accepted into it because of my grades at the time, but I did, and I honestly love MOA. I love the small community it is. I know I've known everyone for 4 years, so I can say that they're my brothers and my sisters. We might not all get along that well since it's so small, but at the end of the day, we all love each other, and when we go to our labs and stuff like that, like we have so much fun with each other, and we learn at the same time, so it's a great experience.
Honestly, being called a Panther, it's like, before I came, 9th grade, well, leaving out of 8th grade, everybody say, don't go to Westwood, don't go to Westwood. It's a bad reputation. But honestly, my best, proudest moment is being called a Panther, alumni rather, of Fort Pierce Westwood High School.
One of my proudest moments as a Panther was the fact that I had a bunch of awards given to me, and at the time I didn't know what kind of awards I could receive, but there's a bunch that I did receive that I was, pretty proud of.
The best thing about Fort Pierce Westwood is probably the teachers. They're really understanding. No matter what you're going through, they can just tell right off the back of their hand that a student, if they're having a bad day, they'll be like, hey, if you're having a bad day, you can just take a second to yourself and don't worry about the classwork. You'll obviously get it done, but take as much time as you need. They're very understanding with whatever you're going through, and I think that's like one of the best things, that they really care for the students as if they were their own children.
The best thing about Fort Pierce Westwood High School is the amount of programs that they have. Not only the vet program and the ag program, they have computer program, photography class, and many more, like the culinary class, which I've been a part of for 2 years. And I really enjoy it, and the teachers there are phenomenal. They're not those that give you busy work. They actually try to work with you, especially the vet program. That one, I guarantee many people will like to go towards.
The best thing is their programs. Honestly, this year, a lot of programs have came in that I got to experience with my guidance counselors, but the best proud moment is criminal justice. Like, I done did 3 years, well, this is my last year with criminal justice.
The best thing about Fort Pierce Westwood High School is definitely the teachers and the amount of support you get from them. I mean, no matter if you're struggling or you're succeeding, they're always there for you to help you and achieve, and make you the best person you could possibly be. I'd like to thank Ms. Uribe, my vet teacher, Ms. Killian, my math teacher, Ms. Phillips, my math teacher, and Mr. Elisant, my French teacher, because those were the teachers that actually had a one-on-one conversation, and they would understand the things I would go through, and they would not only help me academically, but help me personally in my after-school activities.
Honestly, I want to thank my grandma and my guidance counselor, Ms. Miller, because they helped me realize that you can be more than what people think about you.
People I'd like to thank would be my principal, Mr. Lazo, my teachers, Ms. Killian, Ms. Owens, Ms. Johnson, and my JROTC instructors.
I mainly want to thank my guidance counselor, Ms. Warner, and Ms. Miller too, because she helped me out a lot too. And also Miss Martin and the purple lady, but her name is actually Miss Golden. But I would like to thank them a lot for seeing the potential that I actually have,
I probably want to thank the principal, Mr. Lazo, assistant principal, Mr. Roy, my teachers, Miss Manigo especially, for always pushing me and drilling into my head I need to get my essays done. And so many other teachers, and a teacher that used to work for Westwood, Miss Tyrone. She was my freshman seminar teacher. I loved her, honestly, with all my heart.
My plans after graduation would be to go to the Army and do information technology specialist, which I'm leaving June 10th.
With the program that I've been doing at Westwood, criminal justice, I will be graduating with a certificate of 911 dispatch. So I will continue my dreams with 911 dispatch and going to FAMU for forensic science.
My plans after graduation, so I'm going to go to college in Boca Raton at Lynn University. I'm going to study education so I can be a kindergarten teacher. And then while I'm in college, I want to do study abroad, and I want to travel all over the world and learn new languages.
I'm actually going to go pursue my career of becoming an engineer. So this school has given me the opportunity that I received a full-ride scholarship for reasons, but yeah, I can basically go to any school that I want to in Florida. I'm actually thinking about going to IRC for a 2-year program, and then I'm gonna go and transfer to UCF.
I have signed up to go to the military. I will be going into the Army, and I will pursue a bachelor's degree in Homeland Security, and will hopefully be able to join the CIA one day. One thing I would like to say to my parents, especially my mom, is thank you for all the help that you've ever done throughout all my grades, kindergarten through 12th grade. You always helped me, especially with math, and I couldn't be more happy to have you as a mom.
Honestly, I would just like to say thank you, because without the support of my grandma, my family, I wouldn't have made it this far.
I like to thank my parents for, helping me every day, struggling for things that I didn't have to struggle for, them pushing me every day, them, letting me know that I have options. Not only I have to do this and do that, but like helping me and, providing for me everything, giving me things that I didn't need to have at all.
Yeah, I just want to thank my mom and how much she's pushed me basically to become who I am right now.
My parents, my mom, I love her so much. She's helped me with everything from writing like my resumes, helping me with my essays, my speeches and stuff like that, and always advocating for me. And she's always been there for me. I'm her baby, I'm her first daughter. I'm going to college, so I want to thank you for helping me get into college. I know I stress you out, but I love you so much. And my dad, I love him so much with all my heart. He's always there for me. I just appreciate everything that they do for me, and they've worked so hard to get me to where I am, and I appreciate that. I know they feel like they don't, but I really do appreciate everything that they do for me, and I love them so much.